Lesson 3, Unit 1. Planning the project. Planning the project is the next step of the DME cycle. This step consists of the following elements: the development of the monitoring and evaluation plans, the development of the management plan, the development of the M&E system, and the plans to develop the capacity of the project team in monitoring and evaluation. Building this capacity can include partners and key stakeholders. In this phase, the project manager and the project team will develop the detailed plans. They differ from the plans included in the proposal. The proposal plans are usually less detailed but define the general scope of the project. The detailed plans are more focused on planning the implementation activities in a level of detail that will facilitate the monitoring and control of the project. An important characteristic of this phase is the participation of key stakeholders. They may include partners, representatives of the beneficiaries, and other actors that will be involved in the project. What is participatory planning? It is a process that seeks to organize a number of key stakeholders to participate in the development of the implementation strategy. It is considered a key factor for the success of a development project. The active participation of key stakeholders in the planning process and other areas of the project is built on the belief that those who are affected by the project have a right to be involved in the decision-making process. It ensures that plans take into account the concerns and aspirations of the diverse group of stakeholders, which in turn increases the effectiveness of the project intervention. The benefits of participatory planning include the following. It enhances the quality of the implementation plan, making them more relevant and appropriate to the conditions faced by the beneficiaries. It encourages ownership of the project results and clarifies the responsibilities in the project. It increases the involvement of the beneficiaries during the implementation and monitoring phases, and increases the transparency of the project decisions, which in turn increases the level of trust in the project and the organization. The organization and the project manager should incorporate a level of participation in the development of all project plans as a strategy to improve the effectiveness of the project. The monitoring plan is a document that helps the project manager track the performance of the project and assess the results of the interventions throughout the life of a project. It is important to highlight that this is a living document that should be updated on a regular basis. The M&E plan should be developed by staff with M&E experience, with input from the teams involved in designing and implementing the project. Some organizations have a dedicated M&E unit whose role is to assist all projects in the use and application of M&E standards. The M&E team sometimes takes responsibility to manage the M&E plans for those projects that don't have the expertise. The plan defines the specific roles and responsibility of all those involved in the M&E process, including the roles of partners and key stakeholders. The plan also identifies the cost and the schedule for the M&E activities. This information needs to be integrated with the general implementation plan of the project. The management plan focuses on the management of the delivery of the project intervention activities. This plan will include sections to help manage the project scope, manage the budget, monitor and respond to risk events, manage changes in assumptions, build the project team, manage the relationship with the stakeholders, and manage the project communications. Depending on the type of project, some management plans can include logistics, which is the process to coordinate the effective movement of goods and services, the procurement process to efficiently purchase the goods and services needed by the project, and as required, manage the security and safety of all those involved in the project, especially the project team. The plan will define the where, when, how, what, who, and why for each activity of the plan. One of the key objectives of the management plan is to ensure that the resources assigned to the project are used as efficiently and effectively as possible. The management plan explains the approach the project will take to implement the project and deliver the expected results. It documents all the actions that are necessary to define, prepare, integrate, and coordinate the various project activities. As with the M&E plan, the management plan is also a live document that needs to be updated on a regular basis to adapt the project to the changing environment. The management plan is developed by the project manager and the project team. It is usually approved by senior manager and distributed to the key stakeholders as needed, as such as an important communication medium to ensure the key stakeholders have a good understanding of the project. The development of the monitoring and the management plans requires that both plans are integrated and implemented in a synchronized fashion. The integration allows that any changes that may occur in one plan are reflected in the other plan. Integration enables the coordination of all project activities and facilitates the monitoring and timely identification of problems or opportunities. Another important benefit is that it ensures the correct use of resources to achieve the desired results. When plans are not properly integrated, it is difficult to know the real performance of the project and understand how the delivery of outputs are creating expected outcomes. For example, the donor may want to know the cost of achieving a specific result. The monitoring plan will inform on the outcome indicators, and the management plan will inform on the time and cost required to create all the outputs associated with that specific outcome. This information is useful to the donor and the organization as it allows a better control of the project performance. This information provides opportunities to increase the efficiency of the project.